Hello traders, welcome to today's video. It is Friday the 5th of January 2024. This is your Bitcoin update. So what we've had over the past couple of days has just been consolidation to fill any anomalies, any inefficiencies on the chart after the big move down that we had on, what even day was it now? Wednesday. So we had that massive move down, and since then we've just been kind of filling in the empty space that was left behind from that. So consolidation, this is what was expected. If we actually look on what the daily update was yesterday, we were looking for this move up here that would come up to hit into the daily level around about that area, filling these single prints, and then getting that moved back down onto the yearly in order to look for a long again. And that's precisely what's happened, okay? It went a little bit higher than what my chart shows there, but we were anticipating this move up to fill the imbalances and then back down to test the yearly open, just to turn what was a very nasty double distribution on the year so far into something that looked a little bit more balanced. So I can actually show you this a little bit more clearly on XO. So if we look on XO charts here, what we had since the year began was you open here and it's one of those B-shaped profiles with all the volume at the bottom. Then the following day is all the volumes at the top. Then the following day you have the volume right again here. So you've got a balance area up at these highs around that 45,600. And then you've got balance down here around 42,600. Now, that for a couple of days, continue to put in these double distributions, these big booby double titty distributions on each day, where we had the big B here, the big B here, the capital B, and this one here being the little one. And then today, finally, we are starting to fill in these gaps that have been left behind. So the move from yesterday, okay, we came back into what was that previous day point of control. We moved up, filled all the single prints, got that correction back down again, this testing the yearly level, and now finally starting to fill in some of the gap that was left behind. Okay, we can see this volume starting to accumulate here, balance starting to happen, and this essentially being in anticipation of, well, at the very latest we'll know an announcement regarding ETF on Monday. There obviously are these rumors that may happen today, and we're finally at that stage now where I think enough balance has been made where you can expect expansion in one direction or another. So I can show you this again on here. If we look at the volume profile, this was a very unbalanced volume profile as it started the year. Volume down here, volume up here, nothing in the middle. You drag that along to after the dump. It was again that capital double distribution profile. And then what we're doing now today is just starting to fill out that space. So it's now starting to look a little bit more balanced. You've got that profile that's gone from something that was just very clearly like this with a void and then this again into something that's starting to become a bit more balanced. So you still got a little bit of a gap in the middle, but it's not too bad anymore, and you would reasonably be able to expect some expansion to happen soon, now that we've kind of repaired all the damage that was done on this chart. So yeah, bias for myself, if we do look at the higher time frames here, okay, the bias is still up. Right, so we are still remaining in this uptrend. Of course, this wick down did take out a lot of stop losses, hit a lot of liquidations. But if we're looking at where the moving averages are going, still holding that 200 EMA on the 4-hour and also the 200 SMA on the 4-hour, depending on which moving average you like. We're still holding those, and even back above that 50 now. And yeah, I would still be, unless there is to be anything crazy, once you have a bit more consolidation, you would still be expecting higher on this. It's not yet looking like a reversal. However, I am open to that idea. I was saying kind of the last couple of days, I'm a little bit 50-50 on this move. I think because of the ETF being such an unknown, like, is it priced in? Is it not priced in? Is it going to be accepted? Is it going to be rejected? What's going to go on here? Blah, 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 blah. It's a little bit of an unknown. So for myself, yeah, looking for shorts up around that 45k, looking for longs around that yearly open, and essentially whichever side that gets flipped first is you would then look for continuation. So we're in a bit of a no man's land like area on price right now. We either get back above where was these highs. Where was these highs? Does that even make sense? But you can see here where we were kind of wicking above, wicking above, wicking above. If we can flip this, close some candles above there, ideally back above that daily level, then that's where I would start to be bullish. If it is going to be a move higher, it would likely be quite quick, and that I think would send us up towards that 48k level. On the flip side, if we do start dropping back down, and you've got your value area low down here, you've got your yearly open down there. If we do lose those levels, then of course we are going to be looking for lower prices down towards 38k. So overall, that's pretty much everything to update on the chart. There's not too much going on. It is just consolidation right now, which is to be expected after a big move like we had a couple of days ago. And yeah, if we have a look on the liquidations, not a huge amount of interest right now. Okay, there is still, you'd say, short positions are relatively comfy, but they are the ones probably in more danger, at least from what we've had over the last week or so. If we just zoom out on this slightly, you can see here the move down cleared a lot of those longs, not too much coming back into the market. Open interest still fairly low. It is building gradually, and it's on relatively neutral delta, but yeah, it is the short positions clearly that are the ones more likely to hit those liquidations. Funding rates have reset, so the good thing about that move down is it did basically completely reset those funding rates. We've even got a bit of negative funding creeping in over here, and if we look on aggregated delta, then like I say, it is essentially following price. If anything, we've got a little bit of a spot premium right now, so spot being a bit stronger than perpetuals, which is fairly good news. You want to see strength from the spot markets. It's been a while since we've seen like strength like this, and it not being so much perps led. So the green line suggesting that this is more of a spot led move in anticipation maybe for that ETF news that may or may not happen today. And yeah, finally, the other chart that I did want to show on here was, where is it? That within this range, at least on Binance, even since the low, we still have negative delta on this. So within this whole range here, even though price is moving higher, there is negative delta. There are more shorts entering than longs at this stage, and that can give us once again a bias that if there is to be a move, it will be in that direction rather than that direction. So that's everything I have to say. Relatively neutral, like I say, being able to trade this in both directions for now. If you enjoyed the video, please do hit the like button, hit subscribe. If you would like to support the content and you would like to trade on the best exchange, then do of course use WooX. You can sign up here for a fee rebate. That will give you a 20% discount on all of your fees on Woo if you scan the QR code that is on the screen right now. But yeah, on that note, have a great day. Have a great weekend, and I will see you all next week. Cheers. Bye-bye.